Welcome to another tag video. Today is the sequel to itself tag. I was tagged by Kevin Toll Reads, and it seems to be been created by KD Reads or KD Books. I even watched the original creator's video and I still don't quite understand the name of it, and I don't remember if he said it in the video. This is only 5 questions and it is more about the bookish content creation side than books itself. So they're interesting, introspective, and now I have more cat hair on my face. Thank you, Sunshine. Sunshine woke up from her nap and wants to come be on the video apparently. Question 1 is, do you feel obligated to read? And yes and no. Okay, the yes part is simply the fear of the FOMO of it. The fear of missing out on the really awesome books and when everybody's talking about them and wanting to maybe be part of the conversation. So I would like to be able to get to those, but at the same part, no, as I'm going to read something anyway. Even during the summer, when I had to take a break and scale back the reading and the content, I was starting to be like, I want to pick up a book. I can only watch so many house cleaning tip videos and organizing videos. I want to go pick up a book now. And so I did. And I tried to pick up fluff books that, wouldn't take up brain space. Number 2, numbers aren't everything. Agree or disagree? Okay. I'm going to say that I really wish that I could disagree and be like, yeah, numbers don't matter. But I still get stupidly excited every time I get a subscriber. I mean, we are a small channel, so I guess that makes more sense than the big channels. But legitimately every single time I get a subscriber, I'm like, oh yay. And then there are weeks like last week where we lost 5 subscribers and it made me really sad. I'm still going to create the weekly new releases videos or talk about a book if I really like the book. So they're not important in that regard because I'm still going to make content. Question 3 is, do you feel pigeonholed? Do you feel you need to make content on certain things? Not too much. Not so much as what I used to, I suppose. Because if you've been around the channel for any length of time, you'll know that we started out making a whole lot of unboxing videos. I had the owl crates, I had the fairy lids, I had the various forms of both of those. But the books just kept not being what I wanted to read. And Unplugged. I was actually really sad about Unplugged. Because Unplugged, even if the books always weren't what I wanted to read, they had different ones in different genres that would at least make you try things sometimes and find new books you wouldn't have. Though it did start getting odder and just more out there. But they always sent super useful items. Unplugged is the ones that I've used the most items from. The other ones, not so much. The other ones I have stuff that I don't know what to do with. So I eventually unsubscribed and stopped making those videos because they just wasn't worth it. 4, are you reading for the algorithm? With this one, I'm going to say only a little bit. In cases where there's new fantasy and sci-fi books coming out and doing the new releases videos, I'll see it a few months out and I'll look at it and I'll read it and I'll be like, that's going to be a big book probably. People are going to want to know about this book, and so I will maybe try to prioritize things like that, thinking, okay, this one, people are going to, gravitate towards this, so I want to try to prioritize it as well. Otherwise, no. If you see what I'm reading, it's, mostly all over the place sometimes, or a lot of backlog of series that are super popular series that I've never read. So I'm trying to catch up on things like that. Or I start a series and intend to just try it, and then it becomes my everything. 5, what is the worst part of content creation? There could be so many answers to this. I think intros. Intros are really hard because I don't script things because I will forget what I wrote. I wrote my answers and I keep it simple because I'll vaguely know what to say. But intros are really hard. I mess up. I'll spend 5 minutes trying to do an intro to a video. Thumbnails are really hard because people want interesting thumbnails for some reason to click on. And my husband, who does gaming videos and watches, that's all he watches, he's like, booktube thumbnails, all of you have just basic thumbnails. And I'm like, and yet still it's so hard to figure out what to do to make people see it and click on it. So hard. I haven't yet to crack the thumbnail thing. And also, I feel like at least probably 60% of us are introverts. So making videos just talking about books, because we love to talk about books, is the easier part. I can talk to the camera. Now, it was a little hard at the beginning. I would admit that I thought it would be easier than it was. But talking to other people about this is very hard. Like communication with each other. I find that extremely difficult. That is all for this fun tag. It was definitely interesting in how it does focus more on the creation side than the book and reading side. And hopefully it wasn't gloomy. Like, right? I don't know. It just introspective. I will tag some other creators down below, and if you don't want to do it, that is perfectly fine. If anybody would like to do it though, feel free to snag this and do it on your own. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.